Hello everyone, and welcome to the Daily Bailey, where we give you the facts behind the most shocking, controversial topics. And today, we have a very controversial topic. Today we'll be answering the big question: what is the role of survival in the universe? To help me answer this question, I brought in three very special guests: Dylan Dara, Marissa Boulian, and Kaylee Nicholas. And we will not only be addressing this question, but an even bigger question: is survival still as relevant today as it has ever been? So, sit back and enjoy the show. Okay, so I'm going to ask each of you to give a brief description of your professional history, just to show your relevance in this subject.
Hi, I'm Marissa Boulian. I'm currently a family doctor, and I believe that survival's role is just as relevant as it used to be.
Hello, my name is Dylan Dara, and I am a chemist. And I believe that our instincts are still based in survival, but we are no longer reliant on survival.
My name is Kaylee Nicholas, and I'm a university professor, and I believe that survival used to have a bigger role in our earlier development, but it's no longer relevant today.
So, Kaylee, you believe that survival's role in our development today is less relevant than it used to be. So, what has changed? Why is it less relevant?
Well, it's not as relevant because we're not living in a time where we have to go out and fend for ourselves anymore. You know, we have an abundance of food right in our fridges. We have medicine cabinets that are filled with things that could cure things that would have killed us years ago. We have police forces and governments that are there taking care of our health and our safety, so we don't have to worry about our own safety as much anymore.
Thank you for that. And Dylan, since you believe that survival still influences us today, our instincts are based in survival, of course, how will this affect us in these situations that she describes?
So what I believe that the weak and the strong in this age are sort of equal. They both have the same chances at survival, they both have the same opportunity to survive, and they both have access to the same resources. Like said, Medicare, food access, protection. All this now is making the weak and the strong both equal in chances of survival. But one thing that my friend Kaylee forgot to mention was that we're not surviving as individuals anymore. We're surviving as a race, as a population. Worldwide, we are all working on survival. Production of food. We're doing this so that we can all survive. We need food to survive. That's why we're mass production of food. Protection. They're working on our survival. They're protecting us. Medicare. We are all coming up with cures and remedies to diseases that threaten our survival. Survival nowadays is not so much the individual survival, but the survival of the population as a whole.
Now, Marissa, you believe that survival is still as present today as it has ever been. But how can you say that when we have people that have heart conditions or all these illnesses, and some of them survive longer than people who have been working out their whole lives? All it costs these days is the price of a surgery. So what do you think of that?
So I believe that yes, survival is still as present as before. It's just that it changed. Nowadays, survival is more about how much income a person makes, while as back then, it was mainly on how strong you were. Therefore, the stronger you were, the more you were likely to survive. But nowadays, the more money you have, the more you survive. So, for example, an obese person can pay for a bypass surgery, which is like a surgery that reduces your stomach. Therefore, they would actually be saving more money. And in that case, that means they can actually survive more than someone with less money, but who can be in perfect condition and end up having one heart attack and they die. But just because they have less money, they're less likely to survive than the one with more money.
Okay. And Dylan, what do you think about this?
Your question has a few flaws. You said, how is survival still relevant or present? But your question states two people. One who has heart disease and another one who's working out their entire life. And you said that one's surviving longer than the other. That's the one is still surviving. That's still a form of survival. It's just not the survival you are thinking of like we said before, as a whole. We believe more in the individual survival of people. How the heart cancer person is surviving longer because he has more funds, he has more access to survival, and in this day and age, access to survival is like what we said before, income.
Well, there you have it. And there's your dose of Daily Bailey. So, until next time.